Current top four in the Premier League. They're still in the Europa League, of course. They've got a first leg lead from the San Siro as well as part of their 2-0 win. If they win the Europa League, Paul, is Wenger safe?
No, absolutely not. Look, there's so much wrong with the football club. Look, it was a fantastic result. I think the fact that Ramsey was back in that group with his box-to-box play, I thought he was the glue that held it all together. Welbeck with his pace helped matters, but this is a very young AC Milan side. They're not. Everybody's looking back to the bygone years. They're nowhere near that side. They've had a little bit of a resurgence in Serie A, yes, but this is not a great Milan side. So nobody should be getting carried away with this result. It's a nice result and it buoys people up. But when you listen to Wenger, you think that now that he's gone through the so-called rough period and everybody grows because of this, they're going to need a lot of growing to get out of this. I cannot see him staying past the summer. Okay,
so look at the form. 4 in a row that they lose. They go and win that game, which you say should be taken with a little bit of pinch of salt. How much do you put on the players, or does it always come back to manager?
Well, it always comes back to the manager, but there's a performance level. If you're signed as an Arsenal player, surely you know the history of the football club. Because I'm sure, I grew up around Manchester United, I grew up around Liverpool. I never played for any of those clubs, but I knew the history of those teams. Now, whether you're from Egypt or whether you're from France, it doesn't matter. You know the big teams, and Arsenal's been a fantastic team. You know what's required, and these players that are nowhere near the level that's required. Now, you can say, well, the players are not good enough, so whose fault is that? It's the people that recruited them. So therefore, it always falls back on the manager recruiting Granit Xhaka, recruiting El Neni. Can we get some players that are going to feed Aubameyang? It's all well and good getting a top striker in, but he needs feeding. Like I said earlier, Ramsey coming back into the side, for me, was the glue to that performance. With his runs, with his box-to-box play. That's just hard graft, and that's what they need. They need flair and they need all this ability, but they need some people who can dig in. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the back four because the back four, for me, is a mess.
Okay, so still plenty to work on for Wenger in the months remaining.
Yes.
And beyond, perhaps, as Arsenal contemplate what they might do in the summer. No carrot, of course, of the League Cup. No carrot of the FA Cup this time around. But the Europa League is still on the table. We'll see if